Namaskar. If sudden enlightenment is possible and is the purpose of the revelation of these 13 sutras, what is the obstacle preventing us? It is our dualistic way of perception and living with all kinds of dichotomies. The previous sutras were aiming at overcoming any duality by different approaches and methods. But it is not only duality, like subject, object, etc., which is to be overcome, but the three phases or aspects of consciousness which are obscuring and have to be transcended in order to enter the fourth state of pure consciousness, Turiya. The commentary of Anantashaktipada gives the following introduction to Sutra 6, connecting it with the previous one, quote, "Having taught the arising of the great union by dissolving the duality, the yoginis hint at the attainment of the unsurpassed, most elevated state, which is reached by overcoming the three limiting coverings." Sutra 6. Trikanchuka parityagan nirakya pada avastitihi. By completely giving up the three limiting coverings, establishment in the inexpressible state is attained. Anantashaktipada provides several interpretations of the three kanchukas or obscuring coverings. They are classified as follows. The three coverings are differentiated as bhavika, bhautika, and shunya. And these terms will be explained in different ways according to different philosophies. Quote, bhavika means here the subtle elements, tanmatra, beginning with sound and ending with the ego, ahankar. Bhautika is in the form of earth and other great elements. Shunya or void as the nature of motionless or desireless, or else of latent impressions, vasana. To mention that in this context, shunya is not the great or absolute voidness which we have encountered before, but the limited and limiting void. Or, according to Nyaya, bhavika means an external object like a jar. Bhautika is internal and has the nature of the senses and sense perception. Shunya, the void, is a space between the two. Or else, in the context of the states of consciousness as in Vedanta, bhavika is called the dream state and creation, srishti. Bhautika is the waking state said to be maintenance, sthiti. And shunya, the void, is a state of deep sleep which is called dissolution, samhara. Being established in this way by giving up the three coverings, meaning renouncing them, comes about the establishment in the inexpressible state. It means a state where expression fails and which cannot be described. This is the supreme abode beyond words, the indescribable absolute. In this is an abiding in the supreme space without any characteristic marks, which transcends all things. This is the permanent establishment in one's own true nature, which is never lost. This is the connection of the words in the sutta. End of the quote of the commentary. Swami Lakshmanchu translates the sutra in the following way. By throwing away the threefold coverings, the inexpressible stage of transcendental consciousness is revealed. He gives another meaning of the three coverings, which completely hide the real nature of oneself. They are the knower, knowledge, and the knower, or subject, object, and cognition. Thus it is not only a matter of overcoming the duality of subject-object, but of the three constituents of knowledge, which determine all our knowing and acting. He further explicates that, quote, the covering of knower covers the unconscious, subconscious, and conscious state of our being. These correspond again to the conscious state of waking, Jagat, subconscious state of dreaming, Swapna, and the unconscious state of deep sleep. Again, it is only when we leave behind these threefold coverings that we achieve the inexpressible state of being, Virakya. Quote, establishment in the state of being will take place only when you keep away from all these threefold coverings. Any one of these interpretations lead to the attainment of the fourth transcendental state, Turiya. Virakya is actually a state of mystical awareness, which becomes permanent only after our ordinary states of waking, dream, and sleeping are overcome. However, this fourth state of consciousness is also present in all of them.